Hello, hello. Hello, YRE national operators from around the world. Hello, winning students and parents and teachers. Hello, hello, everybody. How lovely. Thank you very much for joining us. Oh, this is exciting. I can see lots of YRE students. Thank you very much. Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us. I can see people in classrooms. I can see people at home. We really do invite you, if you can, please turn on your camera. It would be lovely to see you. This is a private event. We only have YRE national operators on here and the first place, second and third place winners of all of our categories. So please do put your camera on if you can. You might just notice somebody puts you on mute if you've had it on. That's just because a few of us are on here at the moment. So hello everybody, my name is Lee Ray Davis. I'm one of the directors for education at FEE, and I am also the director that specifically looks after the young reporters for the environment programme. And I also had the privilege of shortlisting and helping pick some of the winners that you will see in the YRE Virtual Gallery today. So a little bit of housekeeping. We are exceptionally tight on time as we've never done anything like this before. So we are asking those young people who are talking and some of our guests, if you can be as on time as Sarah's given you your instructions to, and we're going to run through. We may run just a little bit over, but that is fine. We want to make sure that every winning young person has an opportunity to speak. So for most of this session, I will be passing over to Sarah, who is going to be our compere for the session, who has organised this whole event. But for now, I'm going to pass over to our YRE and FEE, Foundation for Environmental Education, CEO Daniel Schaefer, to give us an official welcome to the opening of our YRE Virtual Gallery. Daniel, over to you.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon or morning or evening. It depends, I guess, where you are, where you're joining us from. I'm Daniel Schaefer. I'm the CEO of the Foundation for Environmental Education. And YRE is one of our 6 programs that we run in the foundation. I wanted to congratulate all of you that are here.
Daniel, you're muted. Daniel, you're muted. He's still muted, Lee.
Am I still muted?
Not now.
No, we can hear you. He's back.
All right. Somebody doesn't like me. They muted me. Oh, it's probably me. Anyway, so I'm congratulating everybody who's joined us today. And I wanted to give you a little bit of context to what we've had this year. So first of all, we received at the international jury. So the international jury went over 204 entries from 30 countries. And we can see that this is increasing over the years. When I started with FEE, the numbers were much lower. So we're seeing an increase in the numbers of young people that are participating and submitting to their national competition. And as I said, 204 of those entries from 30 countries ended up with the jury. YRE at the moment is operating in 35 countries, and we're engaging more than 5,000 active students. So these are actual students that are actively participating in the work of the YRE. And I think that really reflects on the size of the program and how international it is. Okay, how international the program is. Today, what we're going to do something new. We're going to participate in our YRE Virtual Gallery, which a lot of work has gone into to find a way to allow people to see the work in YRE, to walk around like in a real gallery and enjoy these productions and this work. And I think that this is a kind of a representation of our times. We're using new tools and new ways to engage people and to allow people to learn from each other and from other people's work. And the last thing I want to say, because I know time is short, is that I particularly have a big place in my heart for the YRE program. I think it's a fantastic program for young leadership. And I think that the thing that we need to challenge ourselves through this program are two things. One is that we need to investigate and know what we are talking about. So this is really important. We don't just share a story, but we investigate, we learn, and then we tell the story to other people. And the second point, I think, which is very important, is that in education, we talk a lot about critical thinking. I think that's what is important is not only critical thinking, but critical expression. We need to know how to tell our story if we want to be impactful. So this is what this program is about. It's challenging you to be able to know what you're talking about, and it's challenging you to know how to tell what you're talking about. With that, let me return you to Lee and to the team in the head office, and thank you again for all of you for being here with us today.
Thank you, Daniel. And I'm going to pass over to our hostess now, Sarah, who's going to take you with Ethan through our YRE Gallery. Sarah, Ethan, over to you.
Thank you so much, Lee. Thank you so much, Daniel. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Exactly as you say, we cannot have a gallery opening without a gallery. So, Ethan, let's go in. Welcome, everyone, to the YRE 2025-2026 International Competitions Winners Gallery, opening the doors for the first time for you, for the private viewing, for the voices behind the stories on these walls. This is also a celebration, so please feel super free to use the heart, the clap button in the chat to interact with each other and celebrate. And now, without further ado, I'm gonna pass over to Sasha, which is one of our FEE members of the board of directors, members of the international jury, and Montenegro's national operator. And Sasha will be awarding the article category. So Sasha, over to you.
Hello. I had a great pleasure again serving on the international jury for this year's YRE competition. It was a truly inspiring experience to read so many thoughtful, creative, and impactful articles from young people around the world. Thank you to everyone who participated and shared your stories with us. Let's step into the article category. We are starting with the 11-14 age group. In third place, we have Morocco with the article Camel Milk, the Miracle of Survival in the Sakia El Hamra Valleys by Iman Ousha and Amira Esalhi. In joint second place, we have Malta with Leah Kazar's article From Food Waste to Full Plates, How the Soap Kitchen is Fighting Hunger and Climate Change, and Slovakia with the article When Nature Loses Its Balance, These in a Time of Climate Change by Emma Kramarova, Lea Alexandrova, and Annabella Bednarova. And now, in first place, we have Scotland with the article The Loss of Wildlife in Our Gardens by Amelie McKay. Congratulations, Amelie. The jury liked the fresh and original way you explored an important environmental issue. Your article was engaging, well-researched, and full of practical ideas that young people and communities can take action on. You demonstrated excellent storytelling and encouraged readers to see their gardens in a completely new way. Me too. Well done on creating such an inspiring article. Now, the floor is yours, Amelie. We would love to hear from you.
Sasha, can you mute yourself? Sorry.
Being blindly unaware of the alternative, more nature-inclusive way to treat our gardens. When I did learn, I realised through talking to my family just how unaware we are as a society of that said alternative, with many people not only being unaware or just feeling pressured into keeping a tidy garden, but also holding a strong dislike and even judgment towards it. But as so many of us in Scotland and around the world are fortunate enough to have ownership or access to a garden of our own, there is such a huge opportunity for supporting local biodiversity. I wanted my article to highlight this, and not just for the beautiful benefits nature will gain, but also for us, people who care. With more people learning about the state of the earth, others are beginning to care deeply about it and feel a responsibility to help. And this is brilliant, but caring for something often comes with the burden of worry and concern. So being the one who takes action or joins it can feel daunting, like there is no way possible we can dig ourselves out of the hole that humanity has dug ourselves into. That any effort made will be as feeble as clawing at the walls and watching small rocks crumble in your attempt to escape. And in order to reach the top of this ditch, to see the healed world, that is lying above, taking actions that feel accessible, manageable, and gratifying, such as opening your garden as a refuge to wildlife, through some of the ways I talked about in my report, I believe is the way to begin building a ladder of hope. Thank you.
Big applause for Amélie. And now we are moving to the 15-18 age category. In third place, we have Austria, represented by International School Network with Olivia Legett's article, Lifelines from the Jewels of the Danube, Sturgeon Conservation in Vienna. In second place, we have Slovakia with the article, There's Another Way, Why Food is Wasted in Slovak Schools, but Not in Finland, by Cynthia Isabella Mrvova. And in the first place, we have Bermuda with the Zoe Smear's article, Eat Them to Beat Them, How Killing Invasive Lionfish Can Improve Food Security in Bermuda. Congratulations, Zoe. We were all really impressed by how you combined personal experience, scientific research, and community action to tell a powerful and engaging story. Your article explored a unique environmental challenge while highlighting real youth-led solutions and showing how local action can contribute to wider environment and food security goals. The strong storytelling, excellent research, and inspiring sense of action made this an impactful article. Well done. Over to you, Zoe. We would love to hear from you.
Hi, everyone. First, I'd like to quickly express my gratitude to the Bermuda Underwater Exploration Institute, without which I wouldn't have known about YRE or had the opportunity to get involved in environmental journalism. I'd also like to thank the whole Young Reporters for the Environment program. This organization has not only helped me to develop my reporting skills over the course of several years, but as a result of YRE, I've become more involved in projects in Bermuda, where I live, and within the global community. In the past 4 years, I've written about endangered birds, plastic pollution, native planting initiatives, seagrass restoration, and most recently, the threats of invasive lionfish. Through YRE and my writing, I've been able to share these pressing issues with a wider audience, bringing awareness to causes which may be recognized within certain groups but which, on a worldwide scale, continue to remain unprioritized or unaddressed. However, in addition to the advocacy component of my work that is often highlighted within journalism, I've also taken action. I've cleaned plastic from the beaches where the endangered Bermuda petrel lives. I've planted a native Miyawaki forest at my school in Bermuda, and I recently received a $6,000 grant to plant another forest in Pennsylvania. I collected data on seagrass growth while snorkeling and diving around turtle exclusion cages, and I earned my lionfish spearing permit so I can help to remove the invasive fish from its non-native waters. This, too, the real-world aspect of environmental journalism, as well as the reporting and writing, is a crucial component of YRE. Action and advocacy go hand in hand, and when I write an article, I do it with this in mind. I look for environmental challenges Bermuda is facing, stories that already exist but haven't yet been told in the way I want to share them. I do my research, I talk to people, I get involved with the project, and then I write about it. I'm incredibly lucky to have so much nature surrounding me, but I also believe any young person, and any person anywhere in the world, can do some aspect of this. YRE teaches people to think, to report, to take action, to share their story, and I think the world would benefit tremendously from more of it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Zoe. And lastly, we come to the final 19 to 25 age category. This year, we didn't award a third place. In second place, we have Latvia with the article Eat the Planet, but Leave Trash as an Inheritance by Patricia Berzina, Alistair Axels Liekans, and Brenda Nia. And in the first place, we have Slovenia with the article Artificial Intelligence and Teamwork, Developing Prototypes that Support the Achievement of SDGs by Teja Maziel, Anna Mohensky, and Anna Kravcar. Congratulations. On behalf of the international jury, we appreciate the forward-looking and innovative approach of this article, which showcased how young people are using collaboration, creativity, and artificial intelligence to develop solutions to sustainability challenges. The piece highlighted inspiring examples of youth leadership and demonstrated how new technologies can be applied to support the sustainable development goals. Its optimistic perspective, strong focus on innovation, and emphasis on young people as change makers. Congratulations, and over to you.
Good afternoon from Slovenia. We are really happy and honored that our article was recognized among so many inspiring entries from around the world. This recognition means a lot to us and encourages us to continue raising awareness about environmental issues through our work. We would also like to thank everyone involved in the Youth Researcher Program for this opportunity and for supporting young environmental storytellers. Finally, a special thank you to Lucia Marov and Društvo Doves for the great opportunity that gave us an exchange in Huelva, which made it possible for us to write this article. So we are really grateful, and have a nice day, everyone.
Draga Teja, čestitam od srca, and thank you. And congratulations once again to all of our article winners and participants. Your curiosity, creativity, and commitment to create positive change through journalism are truly inspiring. That's all from me.
Thank you so much, Sasha, and thank you to all the students. Congratulations to all the article winners and participants. Now let's move on to the long form reporting category, where I will pass the word to Melissa, who is a specialist in education for sustainable development at UNESCO and who has also been part of this year's international jury. Melissa, the floor is all yours.
Thank you, Sarah, and hello, everyone. As Sarah said, I'm Melissa, and I had the absolute pleasure and privilege of being part of the international jury this year. Thank you so much for the rich submissions. I truly learned so much. I felt so stimulated and enriched in reviewing all of your submissions. They were so inspiring, creative, and impactful, and we really struggled to select the winners. It was not an easy task. So thank you so much for sharing your stories and for your very impressive commitment to environmental action. We're going to kick off with the awards for the long form reporting video category, starting with the category age 19 to 25. Brilliant. So third place goes to France for the video by Céline called Arequipa, When Water Reclaims Its Territory. Congratulations. Second place goes to Montenegro for the video by Milian and Polina called Enough Running. Well done. And our first place winner is Portugal with the video by Luana called Eco Cooks. And this video also receives a special recognition as the Food Security and Climate Change theme winning entry of the year. And what we really loved about this video was how it combined creativity with sustainability and everyday action. And you really demonstrated how positive environmental change can start even within the kitchen. Congratulations on this very thoughtful, inspiring, and motivating piece. Well done. And Luana, over to you.
Hello, everyone. First of all, thank you for this recognition. It's a great honor to receive this award. My video was developed during my internship at the Blue Flag Association for Environment and Education in Portugal as part of my degree in environmental health. I had the opportunity to follow the EcoCooks project, supporting the organization of the event and accompanying the competition over both days. The idea for this video was suggested by my internship supervisor, Margarida. As the project did not have an updated promotional video since 2022, we felt it was important to create a new version that would showcase both the competition and its message of healthy and sustainable eating. So I created the video, and it was a quite challenge because it was difficult to condense all the information into just 3 minutes. About my experience with young reporters, I have participated in several projects with the encouragement of my professor Victor, including an article submitted to a national competition about the blue flag. This initiative is very important because it develops communication skills and gives visibility to environmental issues that deserve greater attention. I hope my work helps raise awareness about the importance of healthy and sustainable eating. Many people still underestimate the impact of their food choices, and I believe promoting these topics is a way of contributing to a better future. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Luana. Congratulations again. And now we move on to the 15 to 18 age category. And I am happy to report that third place goes to Romania for the video Soil for the Future, created by Paula, Olga Irina, Luca, and Damien Pavel. Well done. And our shared second place goes to both Ireland for the video by Grace called Animal Farming, and to Iceland for the video by Emil, Logi, Thrustur, Vegar, and Guithmundur called Artificial Intelligence, Don't Talk to Me. Congratulations, team. And the first place goes to Turkey for the video by Ecrin, Selen, Yağmur, Nehir, and Beren called What If Your Food Was Grown Right Beneath Your Building? What the jury really loved about this video was how you explored in a very innovative and inspiring way a solution to sustainable food production. And you also took a very complex topic and made it accessible and engaging. So congratulations to everyone involved in this very well-researched and thought-provoking piece. Tebrik ederim. Students, over to you.
Are there students with us today? Maybe otherwise, Melissa, we can move on to the 11, 14, and if they come back, we can let them in.
Thanks, Sarah. Congratulations again to Team Turkey. Now, lastly, we move on to the 11 to 14 age category. And again, we have a shared third place, which goes to Turkey for the video by Beren and Pera, called Food Security and Drought in Bursa, and to India for the video by Sukriti called Sikkim, India's Conservation Success Story. Congratulations to you both. And our second place goes to Slovakia for the video by Natalia, Eliška, and Erika, called Where Local Traditions Keep Sustainability Alive. Well done, team. And now the first place award goes to Montenegro for the video by Simon and Mattia, called Don't Waste Food Scraps, Pass Them to the Compost. The jury particularly loved how you turned a very simple everyday action, composting food scraps, into a very inspiring and engaging story. Well done, and congratulations to you. Please, everyone, now join me in congratulating them in the chat while we watch a video message that they've prepared for us.
Hey everyone, my name is Simon. My name is Mattia, and we are 6th grade students from elementary school Novkovic in Podgorica, Montenegro. We are very happy and honored to be here today and to receive this award. It is a privilege to be a part of this special event and this wonderful story. We cannot fully describe how proud we are. This award means much more than a prize. It's a recognition of the hard work and effort of not only the two of us, but also our school's eco team, our classmates, and our teachers.
At our school, we are very involved in recycling. We separate and properly dispose of paper, plastic, cardboard, and other waste. Our idea began when we noticed that students were throwing leftover food from their snacks into the trash during breaks.
With the help of our teachers, Gabriela, Joanna, Milica, and Jelena, we turned that idea into reality. Today, many of our classmates even bring back our food from home, which we happily take to feed the chickens on a nearby farm.
This award is very important to us and encourages not only us, but also future generations of students in our school and community. We hope that everyone who watched our video understood the importance of our project and the positive impact it can have.
We would like to thank our classmates, teachers, school, and families for supporting us and believing in our ideas.
I would also like to give a special thanks to my sister Ksenia, who helped us create the video and supported us throughout the project. Thank you very much.
Bye.
Thank you so much, Melissa, and all the students, and congratulations once again to all the long-form video reporting winners and participants. Let's move on now to the photo categories, where I will pass on the word to Nick, who, among many others, is the director of the global climate platform called We Don't Have Time, and who was also part of the international jury this year. Congratulations, everyone. Nick, over.
Great. Lovely to be here. Thanks very much for inviting me to award this category of photographs. Really exciting stuff. I think everybody's mentioned how extraordinary we all felt as the international jury going through these finalists, but let's also remember everybody else that contributed to make this an amazing event. So I'm going to start with what's called the one take photo category. I don't know if it meant the person took one photograph or whether they took several of the same shot, but who knows? We shall see. But in the third place, we have Portugal with the photograph Rooted in Salt, Eyes on the Future. And this was by Salome Montoya Patino and Artur Oliveira. Really great stuff. Well done. In the second place, we have Latvia with the photograph Plastic Wind by Estera Feliciata Sukowska. So well done. Sorry for my pronunciation. I'm British. I always get these things wrong, but I'm trying my best. And in the first place, we want to award as the photo of the year. And this is one from Slovakia. This was entitled From Apartment Blocks Straight to the Garden by Vavro Kovac. And congratulations, Vavro. It was really special. I mean, honestly, you can see the thing right now. It looks like a beam of, I don't know, magic, or is it God? I don't know. Maybe they both exist. Actually on you whilst you are actually holding the soil in your hands. And it felt very moving and quite uplifting to see this photograph set against the background of the concrete of a building. There was nature being reborn in a sense with the food from perhaps your apartment. So thank you very much. I know that you're here, I think, with your teacher, and you've got a video message for us. So let's roll that.
Ďakujem, že som vyhral prvé miesto v Mladých reportérov fotku. Som vôbec nečakala, že by som to dokázal vyhrať, lebo som tú fotku, lebo som sa tam zapojil vlastne poprvé, predtým som tam nebol žiadne ročníky. Vlastne tak, že my sme pred našou školou máme paneláky a tam si ľudia z tých panelákov majú komposty a tam z tých kompostov sedia do záhonov vlastne zeleniny, ovocia, zeleniny a také kvetiny a také veci. A k tej fotke mi pomohli piatačky z našej školy, je tam jedna aj na fotke, bez nich by to nešlo. A som rád, že tá fotka potom môže inšpirovať aj ostatných ľudí, aby si robili takéto veci v komunite, tie záhony a také veci.
Right, so there we go. So that was the photo of the year, as well as being the first place in the one take photo category. Now let's move on to the photo story category. I love the way this thing's all being controlled as we head towards what are we going to see? It's all very exciting. Are we there? It's the third place one from Scotland, with the photo story, Oakland's Eco Reps investigate and promote sustainable food consumption. That's Demi-Lee, Lachlan, Olivia, Cameron, Yogan, Andy, and Rebecca. So well done, that's third place. In second place, we go to Slovakia with the photo story, Give Birds a Blanket by Samuel Zubo. There we go. And in first place, let's have a bit of a clap of hands here, virtual clap of hands. We have Mexico with the story Living Off Cane, Tetzonapa's Progress Dilemma by Maria Guadalupe Peña Garnica. And congratulations, Maria. It was an amazing story, really, about what's happening in your community with this conflict between, I suppose, certain forms of agricultural production and the general environmental challenges that come with that. Maria, we'd love to hear from you if you want to speak to us. Is Maria with us? Do we know? If not, Maria, well done, congratulations, and thank you very much for your submission as the winner this year for this category. Ah, you're there. Hello. Fire away.
Hello. Thank you for this recognition. I am very proud for representing Mexico and Veracruz. An important topic affecting my community. Thank you.
Thank you very much indeed, Maria. Wonderful to see you come in from Mexico. The magic of Zoom. It's incredible, isn't it? From the other side of the world almost. Okay, now let's now go to the other category here, the staged campaign photo. This year we did not award a third place, so we're going to go straight to second place. And here we got from Malaysia, a photograph called The Peril of Fast Fashion. You can just see that mouth in the middle of it. It's quite something, isn't it? And this was from Zidane Nakib bin Sulkifli. I hope I've got all that almost right. So that was the second place. And then let's scan over now in the virtual gallery to the first place, where we have a photograph from Ghana in West Africa called Youth Action for Climate Resilient Food Systems. Very celebratory of the beauty of nature and how solidarity between people and nature can create crops, and that's important for sustainable development for everybody. And this comes from Samuel Adu Achiampong. And congratulations, Samuel. I think you're not with us, but the symbolism of this photograph was very special. It was very nicely constructed, and I think we all felt it really resonated with looking after nature for food systems. So well done. It matched the theme very well indeed.
Thank you so much, Nick, for this amazing presentation. And thank you for all the students that submitted the photographs, for all the students that won the recognition, and all the students that shared with us today. Congratulations. Let's move on now to our podcast category, where I will pass the word over to Bernard, who is an Education for Sustainable Development specialist and who is also part of the international jury. And for the first place students, they will also be receiving the Gosia Lushtek award. And this is in memory of the YRE former international coordinator and who was also instrumental in introducing the podcast category. So without further ado, Bernard, please, the floor is yours.
Hello, everyone. Bonjour tout le monde. I'm Bernard, and yes, I've had the pleasure of sitting on the international jury this year. And I will also be the one awarding the awards for the podcast category. This was actually the first year we assessed and we awarded podcasts, which made the experience quite exciting. We received a total of 19 podcasts, all of very high standard, which made many interesting discussions among the jury to be able to choose the ones we are awarding today. So without any further ado, in third place, we have Turkey with the podcast Pedigreen Roots of Our Food by Salem, Ikrin, and Yamgur. Well done for this very interesting podcast. We now have two under second place, two podcasts. The first one from Malaysia called Loss of Biodiversity by Emir and Dania. Very, very well done. Very nice explanation of what biodiversity is. And the second one goes to Italy for the podcast Climate Change and Food Security, The Challenge of the River Temo Valley by Martha, Laura, Ginevra, Mora, Lyrics, Francesco, Gabriele, Daniel, and Davide. Congratulations to all. Bravo, bravo. Now, let's move to the first place. First place goes to Mexico with the podcast Aliens in Trouble, Vermiculture by Luvia and Wendy. So why did we choose this one as number one? Numero uno, huh? What particularly impressed us was your creative and engaging approach to environmental reporting, using a fun and original concept to make a complex topic more both accessible and memorable. You created a podcast that was informative, entertaining, and full of personality. Well done and congratulations. And now over to you, Luvia and Wendy, if you're online.
Yes. Hi. Well, being able to take part in this competition was a truly enriching experience, and I am proud to know that through our voices, we can help to build a better world and a world which we are all aware that even a small action, we can make a difference.
Thank you so much, Bernard, Lluvia, Wendy, all the podcast participants. Congratulations and winners as well. Now I want to pass over the word to Isabel, who is a communication specialist at the UNEP and who is also part of the international jury. And she will be awarding the twinning, the international collaboration category. Isabel, over to you.
Thank you so much, Sarah. As she said, I'm Isabel. I had the great pleasure of serving on the international jury this year for the first time. I'll be awarding the Twinning or International Collaboration Awards today. So this category is particularly inspiring because it brings together young people from different countries, different cultures, and even different perspectives to work on a shared environmental challenge. It shows the power of international collaboration and reminds us sustainability is something we can only achieve by working together. So let's go ahead. On third place, we have the collaboration between students from Greece, Portugal, Latvia, and Slovenia with their video project, Community Gardens. This was a wonderful, wonderful video. We loved it. A very well-deserving third place. Congratulations. In second place, we have the international collaboration between students from Turkey and Spain with their article, Impact of Sustainable Vermicompost Production from Citrus Waste on Soil Fertility. This was also a wonderful, wonderful collaboration. It inspired lots of conversations among the jury members, very interested in what happens in particular with citrus waste on soil fertility. Very interesting project that we'll be bringing along with us in our work, I'm sure. And then finally, first place winner is the collaboration between students from Turkey and Slovenia on their article, Fish Wastewater as an Organic Nutrient Source in Microgreen Cultivation. We awarded this collaboration first place because we feel that this particular issue of fish wastewater is so important. It is such an important issue. As we know, farm fishing is increasingly used around the world, and fish wastewater is absolutely a serious problem. So to see how it can be used as an organic nutrient source for microgreens it was fascinating for all of us. So congratulations to all teams. While all three solutions were very, very impressive, what particularly impressed us was, in the first place, how you combine scientific research and innovative thinking. And here at the UN, as you can imagine, we're always looking for solutions that use innovation on a local level, usually in developing countries, but your project truly demonstrated the power of youth-led solutions and cross-border collaboration. So we're delighted to have this team with us today. Over to our students from Turkey first.
Hello.
Hi. Hello.
Hello everyone. As Çakabey Middle School, we are so proud and excited that our project won first place. We also thank our teachers for guiding us in every step. So I want to talk about waste valorization first. When fish are cleaned in fish farms, leftover water is usually thrown away as waste. Instead of discarding it, we use this water to grow plants. Actually, this water contains nutrients such as phosphorus and nitrogen. That's why we use this water to grow plants.
Now let me talk about the nutritional value of microgreens. Microgreens are tiny seedlings, harvested right after germination. At this early stage, they're packed with vitamins and minerals, much more than you'd expect from something so small. In our experiment, the microgreens grown with fish wastewater showed a stronger growth compared to the control group. This means we can produce highly nutritious food in a sustainable way.
Hi, I'm Ada. I'm going to explain hydroponic systems. Hydroponics is a method of growing plants without soil. Instead of roots going into the ground, plants absorb nutrients directly from water. The word comes from Latin hydro means water and ponos means work. This system uses much less water than traditional farming. Requires no agricultural land and can be set up almost anywhere, even indoors.
I'm going to continue soilless farming. Farmland around the world is shrinking. Water resources are running out. Soilless farming is one of the best solutions for this. It needs less space, less water, and it can be done in schools, in houses, or even small apartments. Scientists and farmers increasingly see it as a key technology for feeding the world in the future.
Hi, I'm Defne. I'm going to talk about zero hunger. Millions of people around the world suffer from what is called hidden hunger. They may have food, but it lacks essential vitamins and minerals. But microgreens grow fast and are rich in nutrients. If they can be grown using fish wastewater at low cost, it becomes possible to produce healthy food almost anywhere.
Thank you for listening to us. Thank you for this opportunity.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. I can see that the second part of the collaboration, the team in Slovenia, I can see Petra and all the students very ready to talk. So over to you next.
We are very happy that we can think, write, investigate, and learn about our environment as a team. We have learned a lot, and hopefully we have also raised awareness of some environmental issues in our local community. We also think globally. We are excited to be a part of the young reporters from the Environment Program. And it's a great honor to be recognized within this global community. Thank you, and thank you, our friend from Turkey. Together we weren't able to succeed in this kind of competition. And our collaboration was a nice experience for us. Thank you.
That was brilliant. Thank you so much, all the students that participated in the international collaboration. I see them clapping. Very good. I wish we could all be clapping. So let's virtually give everybody a very, very, very big clap. Let's move on to our short form video campaign category. This year, we have only awarded entries in the age category 11 to 14. And Christopher, who was part of the international jury, is unfortunately not able to be with us today, but he really wanted to leave you a message. So we have a video from him here. Yeah, let's hear it.
My name is Christopher, and I had the pleasure of serving on the international jury this year, reviewing the short form campaign video category, and it was a fantastic experience. It was inspiring to see how participants were able to communicate powerful environmental messages in such a creative and engaging manner. So, without further ado, let's celebrate this year's winners in the 11 to 14 age category. In third place, from Latvia, Spanish Slugs and Apples, Which Side Are You On? By Yegors, Christine and Marta. And in second place, an entry from Northern Ireland called Save the Trees, created by David, Noah, Tom and Ross. And now, our first place winner in the short form campaign video category is Turkey, The Choice Is Yours by Mahmut and Adil. Congratulations. What particularly impressed the jury was the creative and memorable way all the winners communicated an important environmental message, showing that the choices we make every day can have a real impact on our planet. Through a simple but powerful concept, strong visual storytelling and a clear call to action, you inspire viewers to think differently about these topics and examine their own role in creating positive change. Well done and congratulations. Over to you now.
Thank you, Chris. I believe that the students are not here. They had some very last minute complications, but as they were waiting in the classroom, they just submitted a video last minute so they could share a few words. So unless you're here and you want to put something in the chat, let's watch the video.
Hello.
I'm Adana.
And I'm Mahmut.
We're from Turkey.
And these news made us very pleased.
Our aim entering this competition was to make an impact on the world, and thus our school and mostly our students.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Bye.
Congratulations, everyone. Congratulations on all the participants on the short form campaign video. And as I said in the beginning, we don't have any awarded entries for the other age categories, but we have a lot of special recognitions. So Davide, who is a youth education specialist at FAO, also part of the international jury, was not able to be with us today, but he really wanted to award the special recognitions. So Ethan is taking us to the upstairs room of the gallery. It's the place for the special recognitions entries. And let's hear Davide as he awards the special recognitions. Perfect.
Hi everyone, my name is Davide Gretto. I was a part of the international jury for this year's YRE competition. It was a great time in Copenhagen as part of the international jury where I reviewed your fantastic entries. Unfortunately, I could not make it today, but I have some fantastic news to share for some of you. The first special recognition goes to Greece for A Mirror to Our Sea's Future. This entry really highlighted the importance of working more on the area of underwater life and how that's affected by microplastic. A very creative way of putting together this important theme and spotlighting the attention on how young people can actually work on that. And now a special recognition goes to Iceland for pollution of the sea. This entry was a creative way of putting together the importance of the pollution that is currently affecting our ocean with the most beautiful painting. Another special recognition goes to Grace from Ireland. A fantastic job and a special spotlight for the efforts put in the creation of a fantastic animation video on environmental journalism. Well done. And a special recognition now goes to Malta for the art behind the applause. A fantastic piece of video where we saw educators and young people, the students, together recycling materials for a fantastic performance on stage. Well done, definitely a best practice that everyone should implement. For the short form campaign video, 15 to 18 years old, unfortunately we do not have a podium, but we have a special recognition for 3 different countries: Turkey, Montenegro, and Mexico. Well done.
Thank you so much, Davide, and thank you for all the students and entries that just were mentioned. We have a few of the students with us today. We have Grace, who I believe is with us, but also left a message, and she is the person behind the animation called Animal Farming from Ireland. Let's watch the video.
Hello everyone. I won't keep you too long, but I just wanted to say thank you so much, first of all to YRE, for providing such a valuable platform for young people to talk about issues and about the environment and influence others. And it's great to see. Sometimes I think people can be a little bit hopeless when it comes to our planet. Because we are in a rough situation right now, but programs like this, really, you just get to see how people do see it and people do care and they do try and change their ways and grow as people, and you know, it's really motivational. Congratulations to everyone else. I've seen some of the other entries and wow, the standard is insane. Yeah, it's crazy to see. It's really inspirational. And lastly, thank you so much to my parents, who always support me, all my family and friends, and my wonderful teacher, Miss Wall, who's also the dedicated head of our Green Schools Committee. She's keeping it afloat, in our school. And she introduced me to the competition, so credit to her. Thank you so much. Well done, everyone, and best of luck.
Thank you so much, Grace. That was a beautiful message. Please join me in the chat and clap for her. Also, we have Lisa and Christina from Malta that together with their teachers have put together a beautiful video message for us. And you will be able to see the full version at a later stage, but for now, let's hear from them directly.
Hello, my name is Christina. I'm 14 years old. I come from Ukraine. I've been living in Malta for about 4 years. Thank you for this prize. I'm really happy that I won this award, this international award. I've learned a lot about filming and about teamwork.
Through creativity, teamwork and storytelling, our students bring ideas to life through media.
Hello, my name is Lisa. I am 14 years old. I came from Ukraine and I have been living in Malta for 4 years. I'm very excited that I won this big prize. It was my first time how to film and I have learned how to use the equipment and the cameras.
Our documentary, The Art Behind the Applause, explored the dedication and creativity behind our school's Christmas pantomime. Being selected for this international award is an incredible honor for us. It makes us proud to know that our work and message have been recognized beyond our school and country. This experience has shown us the power of storytelling and teamwork. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I was looking at the face from the students that are behind this beautiful video, and congratulations. I want to pass next to Andre from Montenegro. If you're here with us and want to share a couple of words for your specially recognized entry.
Hello. First of all, I would like to sincerely thank you for awarding me the special recognition. So the inspiration for my video came from a simple idea. Environmental issues affect all of us, and I wanted to tell a story that could encourage people to think more about their relationship with nature and the impact of their everyday actions. Through this project, I learned that journalism and storytelling can be a powerful tool for raising awareness and inspiring positive change. Participating in YRE has been an amazing experience. It has helped me develop my research, communication, and media skills, but most importantly, it has shown me how important it is for young people to have a voice when it comes to environmental challenges. I would also like to thank everyone who supported me throughout this journey, including my teacher, friends, and family. Their encouragement made this achievement possible. And once again, thank you again for this recognition. It motivates me to continue using media and storytelling to promote environmental awareness and positive action. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Andre, for your message. Next are the students from Turkey here that worked on the video, The Hidden Cost of Climate Change. If so, could I please ask them if they want to share a few words with us?
Yes, of course, we would like to. From İzmir Karşıyaka Sınav College High School, we would like to thank our school founder and principal, as well as our advisor teacher, Zekiye Karakuş, our fellow teammates, and the international jury. It is a great honor to receive such a commendation at an international forum such as this, and we are both very excited and proud today as I speak these words. When embarking on this adventure, our purpose was not simply just to partake in a competition, but to actually affect change in the environment. We wanted to be the voice of the planet and the silent nature. In this journey, we tried to put as much empathy, compassion, and hope into our work as possible. This achievement reminds all of us how powerful teenage voices can be and how much it can change the world for the better. Thank you so much for creating such a place for our voices to be heard and entrusting us with the duty of reporting and acting against environmental problems and recognizing that our voices can be as strong, if not stronger, than those of older generations. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you for everyone that came together to share this message. Next up, do we have the students from Greece here that worked on the entry Our Mirror to a Sea's Future? A very special recognition to them.
Yes.
You want to share with us a little bit?
Yes.
Yes, perfect. Thank you.
Hello, everybody. Our team comes from the second gymnasium of Namodanya, and we are all very excited to be here with you to celebrate all this beautiful work done in our global community. We had a great time doing the activities of this project, despite the fact that we had to invest quite a lot of our free time. But the truth is that it was all worth a while. We learned many new interesting facts about the marine environment and nature in general, and we had a lot of fun too. We hope to be a part of this wonderful global community for many years to come. We want to thank the FEE, the Hellenic Society for the Project of Nature, and also our school for giving us the chance to be a part of this event.
Thank you so much. Yes, we also hope to see you in the upcoming years and other YRE projects along the way. Last up, I could see in the chat Alan Martin and Jorge Daniel from Mexico, very eager to talk. There's our last students. Are you here with us? If so, please unmute and tell us a little bit of your specially recognized entry. Yes, super. Hello.
Hello, my name is Alan Martin and or Spencer. Work in the project It was also represented al agave de la región or to Spanish, agave de forestas, and big voice, de forestas and trade banish for agricultura expansión with rare or excellence to red or agave and expansion different or el conchil with Spanish or is by generation. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Alan, and congratulations to all the students. And with this, today, thank you all so much for your participations and for your truly inspiring work. I'm so excited to have been able to open the gallery with you today and so proud to celebrate you so loudly. Before we finish, I have two very special guests that I would like to pass the word over to. Two very truly inspiring people that are Martina and Kristen. They're both former YREs and now youth ambassador and international jury members. So I will pass over to Kristen and let's hear a little bit about their YRE journey. Thank you for being with us today.
Hi, everybody. My name is Kristen. I am a YRE alumni and part of this year's Youth Ambassador jury. First and foremost, congratulations to everybody who won and also participated. I hope you're incredibly proud of yourselves for putting in the effort. Believe it or not, I was in your place 13 years ago. I see a lot of familiar faces, moderators here. I changed a lot, so I don't know if you recognize me, but I also see some of my peers, some friends I've met through YRE that I'm so proud to see like how far we've all come. Just more backstory on my journey as YRE. I was 17 years old. I'm from Toronto, Canada originally. And our high school teacher encouraged us to join this photography and art, like the whole competition in itself. I was deeply passionate about the environment, so that was something I, came second nature and something I was interested in. And lo and behold, I won like the photo category in that year, which like allowed me to meet other YRE winners in Sweden. Fast forward, I've been involved in Portugal, like workshops as well, and have been sent to COP in Poland in 2018, and then also in France for La Nuit des Idées like in 2018, I believe as well. But a decade has passed. I went to university. I actually was going to study biology to be a doctor, but then I realized I like animals more. So I studied zoology and have worked in a variety of zoological institutions like zoos, aquariums. I was a zookeeper, believe it or not, working on conservation programs as well. But then COVID came, and obviously that shook the world, as many of us know. And this is where I really grew like my science communication skills. And then I bridged into being marketing roles for different organizations. And now currently I'm a marketing manager for Oceanic Global, which is a global nonprofit. And I actually hit a very big career milestone last week in producing the United Nations World Oceans Day video. And I have no formal training, and all the workshops I've attended marketing wise or like skills wise was all thanks to YRE. So that just showcases the journey of what it looks like in growing your skills now. Like I hope that speaks volumes to what possibilities the future holds for you in the future. So always believe in yourselves, expand your skill sets. Seeing all of the submissions now is so different from years ago, and it's so great to see like how things have evolved, but like the passion is still there in the youth, and that's something very encouraging for someone who's been there for years now. And I also want to give a shout out to the YRE in itself for being the platform, providing like this opportunity for youth to explore their skills and also like have that environment where you meet passionate people. Because like I mentioned, some of the people here that are my peers back then, like we were younger, like I'm seeing what they're doing now. It is incredible work and it's very inspirational and motivating despite all the issues we see in the world today. Yeah, I just wanted to be very express my gratitude for being part of this year's Youth Ambassador jury. And I'm gonna pass it to my fellow YRE alumni, Martina, who I met in Portugal years ago. We haven't seen each other since, but once you made this saying back then in Portugal, it's like once YRE, forever YRE. And I actually have a vlog of Portugal years back if you guys ever want to see what it looks like in 2018. But you'll always be part of this community and this group. So very proud to be part of this. So yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you, Kristen. It was so nice to see you, even though it's obviously virtual. I'm pretty much going to be echoing what Kristen said. First of all, I want to say a huge well done for the entries, for the effort, and for the teamwork that we've seen. So as you know, that I was part of this year's jury panel, and it was my absolute pleasure to actually go through all of your entries with the rest of the team. And see all the work that you've put into it. Sarah asked me to talk about my YRE journey, so this is that bit. In 2013, I'm from Malta, and in 2013, pretty much in a similar way that Kristen had her journey starting, I had a teacher approach me and a group of friends and asked us if we wanted to participate in YRE. And back then, there was the Litterless campaign, and we participated with a video, which won on the national level. And for those years, I believe it was a total of 3 years around that time, Litterless was sponsoring missions. So effectively, a winner from every national winner would get to go to Sweden for a Sweden mission. And I was lucky enough to be selected for the Sweden mission. This was back in 2014. And that's where I started forming my group of people in YRE. So it was people from all over the world. I think back then it was 24 countries from all over the world who would share the same passion for environmental action and storytelling. And then over the years, I got to have a number of opportunities. In 2018, I had the pleasure of participating in the YRE mission that Kristen was referring to. In 2018 as well, I got to go to COP24. So I think Kristen and I missed each other by 2 weeks. So she did the first bit, I did the second bit. I got to present, I got to communicate during Youth Mundus as well. In Rome, it was a number of experiences, which all started as a school project. And it became something so much bigger. And through YRE, because of YRE, I developed skills in reportage, journalism, communication, and public speaking. And if you saw me a few years ago, well, a decade ago, I was a very, very, very shy person. I was not comfortable with talking to people, with even communicating issues that bothered me. But YRE changed all that. So YRE gives you a platform to give your voice, to make your voice heard, and to actually talk about what is bothering you, what needs changing, and gives you a platform and gives you the confidence to do that. And the amount of skills and the holistic way those skills were transferred are something that are going to stay with me forever. And basically, YRE showed me that my voice mattered and that I can contribute to something far bigger than myself and my local community. And then, sort of 3 years ago, the journey came full circle, and I was asked to be part of the YRE International jury. And I feel that that was such a, like my life came, my life came into a full circle, basically. It started out as a school project in 2013, and suddenly I'm on the other side of where you are now and where you can be in a decade's time. And I get to see all of your beautiful submissions, and I get to see your effort and your teamwork. And it's so inspiring to have gone through all of that journey supported by YRE. I never thought back then that I can do all of these things with this platform, with this program. I had a lot of people who supported me. I have Audrey, and I had Gosha. I had all of the people at YRE pushing me forward, pushing the rest of my peers forward. And I highly encourage you to sort of be curious, be courageous. You should tell the stories that matter to you. And that's what you're all doing here. That's why we're all here in this program. We want to talk. We need to hear your voices about the things that you're passionate about. We're all passionate about the same values, about the same concepts, and we want to hear your voices. The environmental challenges that we face today need young people like you who are willing to speak up and make the change that's necessary. And for me, YRE didn't just give me skills. It shaped my path, opened doors I didn't even know existed, and puts me in a place where I now feel that I have an international community that inspires everything that I do today. And I was telling Sarah when I was in Copenhagen earlier, last week, that YRE changed my life. And it really did. And for the 8 or so participants we have out there, I believe it can do the same for you. So hang in there. Well done to all of you, and I'm proud, and I'm looking forward to see what's next.
Wow, Kristen, wow, Martina, thank you so much for sharing. This was truly beautiful, so inspiring to hear your story. And also, what a special occasion. I'm so happy to be the celebration where you both reconnect after your time in Portugal. How funny and how beautiful is that? And linking also to what you were talking about, the power of the YRE community. I don't want to talk too much because we're about to run over time, but I wanted to thank each and every one of you that joined us today to celebrate this incredible young reporters. And I'm not sure if this is an expression also in English, but for the Spanish community, you might understand. I feel like I'm about to like deflate like a balloon, but I also at the same time, my heart is super full. This celebration has come together just in 3 days, and I want to thank all the amazing YRE national operators who immediately jumped into action after my email announcing the winners and started coordinating with families, students, schools, educators to bring everybody together for today. Thank you also to the teachers, to the students, and the families that reached out to me directly to make sure that they could be part of today. And thank you for the YRE national operators, again, to the educators, to the families, to the friends that are mentoring, encouraging, and supporting the young reporters. Thank you to Kristen, Martina, the international jury members, for taking the time and the hard challenge of selecting the winners and reviewing the entries and being so enthusiastic and committed to celebrating the young people. And also super important, thank you for the international FEE YRE team, especially to Lee, Ethan, and Raquel for helping me put together this beautifully coordinated event. You guys are amazing. It couldn't have worked without you. And most importantly, thank you to all the young reporters who are the voices of their communities, who choose to speak up, to participate, and to take action. And you are the reason why we're here today. You're the reason why we're celebrating. And it's a true privilege and inspiration to be able to work side by side with you. Now, perfectly on time, I would like to pass over the floor to Pramod, who is our Senior Education Director, for some final remarks before we close the ceremony. Pramod, over to you.
Thank you, Sarah. Thank you very much. And congratulations to all. And it required a lot of effort and work over the past 1 year to put this together in a very short time. I think the team at Fiat Office, Sarah, Lee, Ethan, who worked tirelessly over the last 2 months to see this day. Many of you highlighted, and at the end we saw that once a YRE, forever a YRE comment, and how it impacts a person for life. But then we saw the winners today, but then there are 1,000 more who have been participating in the program. And one of the person wrote to me, and I would like to read her email to you all, just to understand what it means to participate in an educational program. I'm not saying competition, educational program like YRE. And the girl, 11-year-old, Deria Sumer, is from Turkey, and she writes that I'm in 6th grade at Cox School in Turkey. This year, I took part in the Young Reporters for the Environmental program, and I honestly fell in love with it. I also shared it on Instagram, and I was so happy to see how many people watched the podcast and left kind comments. It's 11-year-old podcast. And my podcast didn't pass the national selection this year, and that's okay. I learned so much just by making it, but I'm really proud of it. And I would love for it to reach more people who care about our planet. So this is what it is. It is empowering young people, helping them be the voice for environment and impact their communities. And thank you, all the national operators and young people who are showing us that how young people can be empowered and how can we have a bottom-up approach to bring about the change and transform lives of leaders that we see, leadership through the journalism as a tool. And all the best and looking forward to your participation next year in more numbers. And then there are new members who are also joining. I see Judy, who's bringing this program to USA, and many other people, and looking forward to scaling up of Young Reporters for Environment. Thank you, and all the best.
Thank you, Pramod. And with this, Lee, I think we can conclude this beautiful gallery opening international award ceremony event. Congratulations, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all the speakers. Thank you for everyone for your time. Thank you for everybody for coordinating. Amazing job. Congratulations. Clap for you.
Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Ethan. We look forward to seeing everybody next year. Thank you,
and at the gallery later on.
Yes, please do come back.
And bring your friends to the gallery.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Take care. Thank you to all our national operators too.